Now, I've been a big fan of this subject, but inconsistencies and continuity has been an issue with Star Wars Imperial ranks for a long time now. And it's about time Lucasfilm released a new chart to build on the previous release back in 2015 for the movie Rogue One, which was David Crossman and Glynn Dillon's rank chart. I sure would like to see a brand new rank chart covering the entire Imperial military branches to date, as I've been piecing information together for several years now, and the main inconsistencies have been made by costume errors and a general lack of continuity which confuse the subject. Only David Crossman, who has been a costume designer for Lucasfilm, created the only ever official rank plaque chart on the subject since Disney bought Star Wars in 2012. Prior to that, a couple of charts existed in old Legend source material, which helped provide the narrative that single-row plaques prior to the Battle of Yavin were replaced with a new simplified double-row rank plaque system. Only sector command staff and extremely high-ranking Imperials held a double-row rank plaque before the Battle of Yavin. So with this in mind, Rogue One as a Star Wars movie prior to the Battle of Yavin covered a varied amount of Imperial military branches, including the Army Line, the Army Operations, the Navy Line and the Security and Intelligence branches. But it also demonstrated prior to the Battle of Yavin that the rank system during that period consisted of double-row rank plaques, as well as single-row rank plaques, the same as Star Wars A New Hope. John Mollo, who originally created the designs with the Imperial single and double-row plaques for A New Hope, were fine at the time, but now have several inconsistencies with Lucasfilm's ranks released after 2012, which have created the issues. Mollo returned as a costume designer for The Empire Strikes Back, and introduced a whole set of new double-row rank plaques, which made sense along with the narrative that after the first Death Star's destruction, a huge loss of the best Imperial officers were killed, leaving the Imperial Officer Corps with many ranks to fill. So a whole new double-row rank system was designed to replace the old plaques. However, what followed in 1983's The Return of the Jedi has always seemed to me as a catalogue of costume errors for Imperial ranks worn or not worn by Imperial officer characters. Aggie Guerard Rodgers, seen here on the left with Richard Marquand and George Lucas, was the costume designer for the last movie of the trilogy. But if you watch and compare Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and then carefully study the plaques, the main characters such as Moff Tion de Guerard and even Fleet Admiral Firmus Piet were plainly wearing double-row rank plaques of a commander when referring to this chart from the old source material. This when considering their actual ranks were completely incorrect, as de Guerard held the title of Moff and Piet was a Fleet Admiral as shown here. The costume designer only had to refer back to Empire Strikes Back to notice that Piet's Admiral rank plaque and ensure he wore the correct plaque and code cylinders, which were also incorrectly applied. Piet had 3 in Empire Strikes Back and incorrectly only held a single code cylinder in Return of the Jedi. As for Moff de Guerard, he should have been wearing the plaque for the rank of Moff, and these errors alone were enough. The Imperial costume errors continue throughout the movie, with officers in Black Stormtrooper, Starfighter Corps and Navy security uniforms wearing no plaques whatsoever despite the varied levels of rank, at Lieutenant, Major and Colonel, as well as other ranks. But I suppose George was less concerned with the costumes and simply left it to Aggie to handle. And maybe the ranks were supposed to change, but that idea just doesn't make sense to me. But from a continuity point of view, and as productions since made by Disney follow the Empire Strikes Back system, with a number of officers with the right rank plaques set after the fall of the Empire in 9ABY. Even in Andor Season 1, Episode 5, there was a costume error with Captain Tigo's rank plaque. In the scene where Supervisor Blevin is giving Tigo the assignment to lead the Imperial occupation on Ferrix, Tigo appeared to be wearing an incorrect plaque with 3 blue tiles, which signifies the rank of a Stormtrooper Lieutenant. However, his rank plaque in later scenes had been corrected to display 4 blue tiles, indicating the correct rank of Captain. The point to this whole video is that there is a system, but it's not defined. However, the narrative is sporadic in Star Wars publications, and hence why I create these videos to tell that narrative. But an official rank chart would clear up all the misconceptions and confusion about single and double row rank plaques. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.